All right, good morning, guys. Thanks for coming in. Nick is actually going to kick off the meeting for us this morning. So the floor is yours, Nick.
Y'all hear me? Want to talk like this?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we hear you.
All right, cool. Good morning, everybody. I'd like to start by saying that from now on, I will be sharing at each one of these crew meetings. I'll be bringing up issues and topics brought up by the crew themselves. And that leads me perfectly into my first point, which is communication. I understand that we have the anonymous form to file complaints against one another. I don't feel that this is the best way of communicating with one another. I feel that communication should be done face to face. So if you don't feel comfortable approaching management with your concerns or your issues, then I encourage you to reach out to me directly and I will speak on your behalf. I will find a compromise that benefits all parties involved, and I won't sell you out. I won't bring up your name, but I will speak on your behalf. So don't be afraid to come to me. You can call me, text me, hit me up over the group chat. It doesn't really matter. Secondly, I'd like to talk about doing a better job at acknowledging each other's hard work. Brent has been kicking ass in the Weld County job, cataloging those books. We all know how boring that fucking job is. So he also helped Chris and Shane load up a trailer the other day. So I've appreciated all the hard work he's been doing recently. Me and Adam had a job not too long ago where I was doing a lot of the loading on Adam's trailer. And he mentioned to me in conversation how he appreciated my hard work and he acknowledged that I did a good job. It's things like that that can turn a negative attitude into a positive attitude. They can turn a shitty day into a good day. I think that if anyone sees anyone who is going above and beyond or doing a good job, to speak up to them about it. If you don't feel comfortable speaking up to them about it, then you can come to me or management, because from now on, we will be sharing highlights of people going above and beyond and having positive attitudes during these crew meetings. I understand that we get acknowledged in the group chat for having 5-star reviews, but there are some things that the customer doesn't see. The customer doesn't see the people who stay late to help other crews. The customer doesn't see other people who pull up on jobs to help other crews, or people who pick up trash in the lot. These things should be acknowledged when they happen. I feel that we can all do a better job of uplifting one another as opposed to talking shit behind each other's backs. Lastly, I'd like to thank everyone who voted for me in the L10. I kind of spent this crew meeting trying to lay out the groundwork of the 3 major problems that I saw with this company, which are respect, communication, and a positive attitude. Management can talk about all the analytics and statistics and claims and all of that, but at the core of those problems, I feel are 3 problems, and everyone, including management, sales, and crew, can do a better job of improving these 3 issues. I'd like to remind everybody that nobody is perfect, and management will not be able to do everything that we ask of them, the same as we will not be able to do everything that they ask of us. And sales is included in this as well. So I ask people to have a bit more of a positive understanding when these situations do happen, when we don't get what we want, because a negative attitude is hurting everybody in the crew. It is not good. So that's all I got. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for your time, Nick. We really do appreciate your time and effort that you're putting into this. I know, at least I do, and I guarantee you're going to have a lot more benefit of crew coming to you. You're going to have more open fluidness with it, and you're going to go out there and chase it. So we appreciate your time and your effort that you're taking for this, man. We really do. All right, so next topic we're going to go over is just going to be a quick, easy one, and then we're going to let Michael get into a quick topic. So one thing that was brought to our attention by our coordinators is parts boxes not being used. So what jobs do we need to use parts boxes on?
Storage and over the road, basically.
Storage over the road, anything that's in transit. Anything that's coming into storage, it's coming into storage here. If it's coming into storage and then going release, it needs to be a parts box. What inventory, where should we have a parts box on the inventory? First or last item. So your parts box needs to either be your first or your last item under your inventories. If you guys, have a hard time, they're the white boxes that are in the pack room. We have stacks of them. So this is it's more of a broader issue with Other Johnsons. So what Other Johnsons started doing is they started handing out parts boxes with packets. So if you're on like FSC load, if you're on your storage, if you're going for load for your over the road, anything like that, even if you're going on a pack job, you know, or an over the road, where we're just packing it, bring a parts box for the driver. It's just plain and simple. So if you guys want, we will most definitely start handing out parts boxes for you guys in the morning if you guys want us to. That's up to you guys. We're gonna leave that up to you guys just to discuss it. If you guys want us to start handing out parts boxes, we will.
I think it's a helpful reminder, honestly.
Helpful reminder.
If we just maybe even have the parts boxes in the freaking office.
In the office, yeah.
There's one like up somewhere where everybody walks by it all the time, so they see it.
Yeah, I forget sometimes too.
You guys want to discuss that in your L10 and see what we come up with? What you guys want? You think will be most beneficial for you guys? You guys have any input up there? Any questions?
Good.
Sweet. All right, Michael, the floor is yours.
Wait.
Stop, Cody.
I was just gonna say, sometimes the customer will like add shit. So you'll make the parts box and then they'll be like, oh yeah, by the way, this. And
Yeah.
so then it ends up not being the last one. I usually try to make it last, but I try to make it first instead.
I've also seen multiple parts boxes, so if you have a first one and you need to make another one, make sure that your last one. Parts box, moving parts box.
Then speak towards the microphone.
Hey, speak towards the microphone.
But I was just saying, in light of what Cody said, with the parts boxes and like customers adding stuff at the very end that goes into the parts box. What I usually do is I just leave my open parts box next to my paperwork, and it sits there until I'm done doing my paperwork, and that way we know we are completely done. Parts box gets closed up, puts in the truck, and it's there.
I like that. Did you guys hear that?
No.
Okay, so what Adam said is, so he leaves the parts box with it pretty much with his paperwork. So at the end of the day, what he'll do is he'll go up, he'll make the parts box. Once he's done with everything, he'll stick it as last of the inventory, and then once he's done with the paperwork, he'll close up the parts box and then load it in the truck. So it's the last one on his inventory.
Last thing.
So either, like I said, it's either the last or the first. So if you guys could stop talking your L10 group to see what you guys want, if you guys want us to keep them in the office, if you guys want us to hand them out in the morning, just let us know. Just talk between each other, and then we'll go from there, okay? All right, Michael.
All right. Well, good morning, Nick. Congratulations. I want to talk about a snowball effect with the trucks, as far as like the littlest thing can turn out to be the biggest thing. And you guys are also doing a great job with your inspections. You're communicating the repairs that need to be done. It's helping me out a lot because, dude, it's hard to remember shit. I can tell you all that. Plus, I'm 40 years old, I remember a lot of shit. But, so, as you know, 833 out here is somebody filled it up with gas. And as far as we know, none of you guys did it. Nobody from here to FOCO, anybody. So we don't know what happened. I mean, we know there's gas in there, but.
That was serviced in Centennial.
No.
No, that was
This is a FOCO, Fort Collins truck. But the gasoline in that truck so far, and I'm still waiting on 2 parts, the total number is $25,109.92. That's just for all the parts to fix this truck. So, you know, it's a snowball effect, just the littlest things. And I'm not saying you guys did it at all. Like, nobody from here to Fort Collins. It's just, you know, it could happen. So just be mindful when you're at a gas station. If you're getting diesel, get diesel. If you're getting DEF, get DEF. Green handle is diesel, blue handle is DEF, and each one of them have a container or tank that they go in. But other than that, you guys are doing great with your sharing in a group on what's broke, you know? So just keep doing what you're doing. That's all I got.
Sweet. So with you guys sharing in the group, what it's been able for us to do at least is we got an email chain going on now. So when you guys are sharing in the group, it's all shared with us in operations and Michael. So Michael has a list of all the repairs what he does. And then whenever he knocks out a repair, we just delete that off the list and keep that list going. It's an email chain that we're continuously going. And it's honestly, it's better for everyone. Michael's able to knock issues off. It's like, yeah, Michael, you may want to call Michael and let him know that there's an issue, but put it in drivers and leads. That's way everyone sees it, everyone has eyes on it, and it just doesn't get missed. You know what I mean? Michael's one person. And he has so many trucks to look over. You know what I mean? We have 10 straight trucks that he looks over. That's like 3 semis. So we just need to be mindful of that. And when we have issues, just make sure we're putting in drivers and leads. I wanted to kick this meeting off on a more positive note. Our salespeople behind the scenes, they're working. We used to have a contract at Nomad. So DIA has a couple moving teams. So they work with a huge moving team, and then they work with an on-call moving team. That means we'll have a project that'll just pop up. We'll shoot you out to DIA, and you'll work really good pay, really awesome guys. I don't know if we're going to be working with the same people we did last time, but we had this guy named Mark last time, and he was awesome. Okay, so it's just more opportunities. Shane and David had a meeting last week. We're just waiting to hear back from it. It's just more possibilities. We do have quite a few big projects coming down the pipeline. Jake's working on one with over 1,000 plus racks. I mean racks, like full racks, not just sections, full racks, 1,000 plus racks. And then Shane also has a couple jobs that are booking in Boulder. We have a full decom and big old office move in Boulder coming down, and then we're also getting back into the flow of the summertime, so we have some school districts coming back. So we need to, most definitely when we're doing JeffCon stuff like that, let's try to please them and go above and beyond for them, because that's one contract that we used to have that we really don't have much work from anymore. So let's try to bring it back and get that summertime work back in here. You guys have any points, any questions? What about you guys?
We're good.
We're good?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. All right, thanks, guys. We appreciate your time.
Fuck you, Chris.
All right, let's go smoke Kelly.
Bye. Bye.
Don't be gay.